It's day 133 and I'm sitting in the privy. This thing is loaded with spiders, man. Privy spiders, I swear. But they're way less scary than privy mice. At least they serve a purpose and eat all the bugs. Because I don't want flies coming out of that toilet thingy, slapping against my nuts on the way out. It's happened. It's gross. Today I need to do 18 miles, which, that's not too much, to get to Pauling, New York. That's where I'm going to do my resupply because I'm so low on food. I got enough dinners, hitting all these delis and whatnot, make it so that I don't eat my dinners, but I still need snacks. Lots and lots of snacks. So yeah, bust out them 18. Hopefully the terrain doesn't kick my ass. You never know what the terrain's going to be like anymore. It gets rough sometimes. Loads of fun though. They are entertaining and beautiful to climb. I mean, all these rocks held together with roots. Sometimes it's hand over fist. It's good climbing. It's nothing too technical or anything. Nothing that kicks your ass. It just slows you down. You're not doing 2 miles an hour for a lot of this. Some of this I'm doing a solid mile an hour, But that's one of the reasons I start early. Weird enough, there's a dude up this time in the morning. A dude named Nugget. I've never seen anybody up. I mean, not a once have I seen somebody up while I'm up. So it's kind of weird to see somebody else moving around. I was like, oh shit, what's going on? But he says he's doing 30 today. I feel bad for that guy. I wouldn't want to do 30 over this terrain. But, he said he was going to do that last night too. We ended up sleeping at the same place. So, we'll see. This terrain is not forgiving. It's nothing really killer, but, try to do 30 and it is. That's abuse. It's chilly, man. It's the beginning of August 6th right now. And it is cold out there. I mean, not cold, but, I'm going to wear something while I'm hiking for the first day. Probably my wool sweater. Pull that off once it starts getting warm, but brr. It's screwy how cold it is through the whole summer, man. Makes me fear what's going to be coming up. But, I'll deal with it, and it'll probably be interesting and entertaining. And if it does get really cold, at least it'll kill off all the annoying bugs. Bugs are so annoying. They can make or break your day as bad as weather can. Like rain sucks, but so does a shitstorm of mosquitoes. I'd rather take the rain. At least when it's done, sure, you carry around the weight for a little while. I dry it off, you're done. The mosquitoes, you're itching for days. Luckily, I'm not one of those people that really attracts them. I get them here and there, but there are those people out there, especially women. They seem to love women. You got a few women around and you get bit so much less, but I feel bad for them because I just see them over there swatting at stuff the whole time. Okay, so I got my coffee in me, got my breakfast. It's time to try to hit Pauling, New York. I'm supposed to see the largest oak on the AT today, 20 feet around. Let's see if it's an impressive sized tree. I'll judge it when I see it. I'll be like, I've seen bigger. So it is pretty much a gorgeous morning. I mean, the stars are shining as much as they can. There's a whole lot of trees between me and the stars. But it is crisp out here. I'm actually wearing my puffy. This is the first time I've worn my puffy jacket in, I don't know, weeks. This is August. This is supposed to be summer. There's not been much of a summer. I mean, we've had some warm days, but I don't think I've bitched about heat once. Humidity, yes. Heat, no. But whew, it's already getting chilly. I've been able to see my breath all morning. But, hey, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of bugs. There's no mosquitoes bothering me or anything, so I'm going to take that as a win. I'd rather be a little chilly and not being eaten up by the mosquitoes. So I've got 5 liters on my back. The next 20 miles, the water is supposed to taste like pennies. And, I didn't want to carry this much water. I was hoping maybe I could duck into a town or something. But the only town on my map that shows having some sort of grocery store is about 20 miles away. So, well, that kills that. I was like, maybe I can carry enough water for 10 miles, which, that's no big deal. I do that all the time. Get into a town, get 10 more miles of water and some food and get back out. But I'm low on food right now, so the weight I'm saving with food, I'm making up for with water now. But water is so heavy. Water is annoyingly heavy. You really need to make like water light. Instant water, just add water. I don't know. But if they have powdered alcohol, why can't they have powdered water? Yeah, I know, illogical.
It's gonna be a good day. I really wish the camera would pick up the eyeballs I see. I mean, they're not scary anymore, you know, I can pretty much tell prey from predator. But like, you know, right now on the hill, there's something sitting there watching me, and it's just eerie when you know you're being studied. I don't know what that is. It's got weird head movements. It's curious about me. Moving its head all around, trying to get a better look at me. I haven't seen anything like, I don't know, do those weird head motions. I am really curious what that is. I think it's a deer. That's weird. Its eyes aren't glowing yellow. Normally deers have a yellow tint to them. I knew it wasn't a predator. You can just tell that by the shape or the placement of the eyes. But there's just something eerie about knowing that things are just watching you as you go by. It's just all silent and it's just eyeballs staring at you. But they're always so far away they don't pick up on camera. I smell cinnamon rolls. I must be hungry. Definitely should have came here. They got a little hiker cabin, some bunk beds set up. Feet coming through the ceiling. That's a new one. But it's pretty nice. You know, it's open. They got a little back patio out here. I would have slept on that futon looking thingy right there. Nice. It's only a couple miles down the road. Had I known it was this nice. Oh yeah, the water here sucked, huh? So I didn't want to have to try to carry even more water. Oh yeah, I needed a new lighter. What are these things? Broken battery chargers, I think? Yeah, old batteries. Huh. Even a cracked torch. No, doesn't work. Huh. Very cool, man. Look around and see if there's anything I can use. I've come across civilization of some sort. I see no blazes. So, oh, there we go. There's one tells me to go right. Right it is. I think I see one way on the other side of the bridge telling me to go left. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. Oh, little pinkness coming up over there. There's gonna be a sunrise, but I am not in a position to catch it. And standing here is not gonna do anything for me because that's not gonna come out in that little gap. It'll be way left or way right. Damn it, I need a mountain that doesn't have another mountain in the way. But it's too late. There's no way I'm catching that one. Man, because it was a gorgeous morning. It would have been a good one. I mean, there's just enough clouds in the sky to make it all pretty. You know, not block it, but refract all that light all over the place. Oh, maybe tomorrow. Well, it was really nice. Somebody just put a note on this bridge that tells us to come for dinner. I'm a bit early for dinner, so that's not going to happen. Here's one of the water sources I can't drink from. This sign here actually tells me do not drink from it, like it's filled with cattle waste. It runs along a farm. But it also says that there is a deli 1.5 miles north of here and then 0.3 on New York State Route 52. Ooh. A deli, it might be a little early for a deli, but maybe I can get like a bagel sandwich or something there. That would be nice. Okay, so that's where I'm headed, to a deli. Just got service for a little while on that road back there. I mean, barely some bars, but enough to check the weather. I was curious what the temperature is right now because, you know, like I said, it's August 6th and it's kind of cold. Now, my phone says it's 59, but I think that's for like the city proper. I think out here in the woods, it's more like 55, which is actually quite nice. I haven't sweat a drop yet today, so I won't go through water nearly as much. That's kind of nice to not have to worry about water. I mean, sure, I'm lugging extra weight on my back, but I don't have to like worry where's the next water source. I know I got enough to make it to where I need to go today. And there's some comfort in that. But still unusual that, or maybe it's normal for this place to be like 55 in the middle of summer. In Arizona, it'd still be over 100. Like, you know, sometimes at night it's 104. Really pleasant 104. I know it doesn't, you can't imagine a pleasant 104, but it's nice. Not as nice as this. This is the only where on the AT I've seen this where they white tip stuff. They just paint the tips of rocks every once in a while. Oh, that tree is totally duct taped together. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, the tops of stumps, pretty much anything and everything, they just slap a coat of white paint just on the top of it. At first I thought maybe it was a mold, because there is white mold out here that quite often looks just like a blaze. Kind of like, that spot right there. That's not a blaze, that's mold. And when that grows on a tree, it's confusing sometimes. Only at night. During the day you can totally tell the difference. 9 times out of 10. But it's kind of cool that they just white tip stuff here and there, just to make sure you're on trail. Because the first part of New York was marked like shit, where it was all rocks and you couldn't tell where the path is. Talking to other hikers, plenty of us got a little confused. But at the end of New York, where you don't really need them, they go kind of overboard. Which I guess overboard is better than underboard in this case. Doing a little road walk into that deli. Hopefully this is the right road in the right direction. For sure it is. But I'm getting skinny. I'm getting too skinny. Now, I'm not a big guy to begin with. I bought a medium-sized pack. And I don't think it fits me anymore. The belt doesn't get tight enough to grab onto it. So now all the weight's on my shoulders. And it wasn't on my shoulders before. It's starting to wear me raw a little bit. It's very uncomfortable, at least. I don't think it's leaving marks yet. Because I've been wearing shit there for a while. But it's waiting on it, and this thing's as tight as it can possibly be. I think I need to put foam on the inside of it or something to thicken it up. I very well can't eat much more. I'm constantly shoving food in my face hole. I'm gonna try shoving some more, and I'm hoping they have some bagel breakfast sandwiches and coffee here, and some outlets to abuse. But yeah, I'm getting too damn skinny. I bet you I'm down to 155 or so. I've lost at least a dozen pounds or more, but I haven't weighed myself in months. I don't know, I'm just guessing actually. I could very well be into the 140s and not know it at this point. The incredible shrinking man. I have to find a scale, it's been a while. Check out this weird thing. And it even has a dial tone. No way! When's the last time we saw a payphone? So I ended up getting some sort of pastry, bagel, egg, and bacon sandwich, zingers, chocolate-covered Twinkies, and a coffee. This place is like Shangri-La. Only 0.2 off the trail, or 0.3. It took well worth the walk. Just ran into Papa Bean. I have not seen that dude since the Smokies. Him and his daughter, Jelly Bean. Jelly Bean's he says 3 or 4 days ahead of him. So we're this late in the game. Probably not going to see her again, but hell, you never know how it works out. Somehow I got ahead of him, and then when I took 5 days off, he got ahead of me again, but I caught up to him this morning. But he showed me where the outlets were hidden on this building, because, yeah, they were kind of slick. Danger alive, and that's the outlet right underneath there, but I wasn't going to touch anything that said danger alive, and then, oh, they got me. But there's this nice little place over there where I'm going to have my breakfast. Ah, man. Plug my stuff in, and then go catch up to Papa Bean. Nice seeing him again. So the deli was pretty awesome. Food was great, a little pricey, but what do you expect? I guess that's New York. Everything's a little pricey here. Weird enough, like Black and Milds, most places carry a bunch of flavors, and I thought I'd seen all the flavors, but only in New York have I come to places, this is the second time, where they only sell 2 kinds of Black and Milds, and crap I've never heard of. Apple and cream. Who the hell comes in ordering a cream cigar? Anyway, I don't know. But I find that kind of weird. The only 2 times I've seen that are in New York. Alright, so I found the power outlets, or actually Papa Bean showed me where the outlets are. It's got a nice bench. This is a pretty nice area back here to eat in. If anybody ever comes out here, but they're lacking one thing. They do not let you use the bathroom. Alright, so somebody dug a cat hole over here. And by dug a cat hole, I mean put a big rock on top of it, because this is New York. You can't dig cat holes. Who am I kidding? So if you come over here, don't go between those trees back there. Don't do it. And my charms didn't work on them. Whatever. They made me pay for my refill of coffee, and refill was normal price. Lame. And then they didn't accept credit cards on anything under $10, so I had to pay in cash, which means I got change, which you just throw away because hikers don't carry change. So rare do my charms not work on my free cup of coffee. I'm really good with that. I paid for the first one. It's not like I drink another one. I'd have paid 50 cents, but $1.85, just unreasonable. So that's part of the reason why I shit in their woods. Other than I had to go, and one woods is as good as another, and I'm going to be waiting here for a while my phone was charging, so it all made sense in the end. Okay, rested, relaxed, full of coffee, 2 cups. Let's hit the trail. And I haven't mentioned it in a day or so, but it doesn't mean it's not still bothering me. But I washed my shirt the other day, and that's fresh pus, or by fresh pus, 24 hours old because I washed it last night. So this thing's still leaking a little bit, still sticking to my shirt. Still hurts when I lay down and put my backpack on, but I think it's getting better. At least it looks like less pus than the first couple of days. It's just in a spot I can't reach or see, so it's hard to tell how it's doing. If it was anywhere else on my body, I'd have just peed on it and it had been healed by now, but it's so hard to pee on your own back. Requires gymnastics that I can't do. This is what I do when I'm walking roads. Makes me more visible. Gives me a shoulder workout. This is also what I do to break spider webs. At first I could only do it with my right hand, but I got plenty of time to practice, and our left hand is almost as good as the right. But I have little strips of reflective tape. So if I'm walking a road at night, there's a big whirling thing. Haven't been run over yet. Yeah, this is how I pass my time. Been running into all sorts of Sobos lately, way more than the northbounders. Yeah, yesterday I think I saw 2 people. Yeah, I saw 2 people. No, northbounders anyway. I saw a handful of Sobos. Right now I just ran into a group of 5 and then another 2 each individually after that. And they all know me as a friend of Scout because of that thing. I forget about that thing on my neck already, I can't see it. And they're all like, oh, Scout. And Scout's evidently got a great reputation because everybody seems to love him. So that makes me a friend already. You know how this stuff works. So it's real nice getting the lowdown on what they've been through, what I've been through, what's ahead of them. And it's fun to paint the picture, and make it all scary. Philadelphia sucked. No water and shark fin rocks everywhere. And bugs that dive bomb your eyeballs. Man, I'll paint horror stories on that stuff. Smart people will buy a bug net before they go to that state. Unless, of course, maybe that season's over. I don't know how long those things last. I look at these people all in a hurry, and I remember when I used to be one of them. And I just look at them and I smile because I am free. I am free. I don't want to go back to this. Looking at it is kind of alien. I haven't driven a car in months. That hasn't happened since I was like 17. I've come across a tiny little baby privy with day hiker stuff around it. How can I tell it's day hiker stuff? Because that's totally new and clean. The bag's totally new and clean. The backpack's totally new and clean. Dude's even got a little chunk of loofah right there. See that white thing? That's to scrub his pot. Right, never been used. You get pretty good at telling this kind of stuff. From a distance, I can tell a day hiker from a Sobo. It's almost instant. I have been wrong once, but she was really clean looking and her shirt was still white. She must have upgraded her shirt or something. But you see a dude without facial hair, pretty sure he's a section hiker. We'll find out. So I look at the graffiti a lot in there, because sometimes there's words of wisdom in the graffiti. Sometimes it's pretty okay, mostly it's just people's names. But the folks that I've called out before, people like Valhalla, Waldo, El Burro, I saw their names everywhere, have not seen them in hundreds of miles. So it's funny, they go along writing their name everywhere and I bet you money they already punked out and couldn't handle the trail. Betcha. Check out the size of this fire pit. I mean, they don't have a tiny pit inside of it, but man, all the way around, what? Oh, I could build a real barn burner in here. Ooh, there's a lighter. I wonder if it works. Yeah, I was right. They're section hikers. But they informed me that about 12 miles from here, there is a deli again. I like that food I don't have to carry. So, yeah, that's my destination. Maybe that's where I'm crashing tonight. I don't know. 10 miles isn't all that far. But we'll see how I feel. I've already done 10-ish. So yeah, that might put me at the end of my day. I can camp there for free, so yeah, I might go camp at a deli. Screw all this wilderness stuff. I'm just gonna hang around outside convenience stores, like the homeless guy I am now. There's another one of those really cool sections where it's kind of like walking on a broken sidewalk. It's almost like it's paved for me. I mean, you know, it's downhill and it's broken, but still, it's kind of nice. Although on a slightly wet day, this would be treacherous as hell. Today, perfect day. Perfect. I mean, I still have not broke a sweat yet. It's gorgeous out here. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. So the other week when Maverick and I were eating lunch on the train tracks, and the train came by all quick and close, and people think, what kind of idiot eats on train tracks? Yeah, you got a good point. But it's something similar to this. You got them two board kind of things leading in. It was over swampland. And then the same thing on the way out. And you don't want to sit on two boards and eat. And it had something like this, which was a nice flat surface in which to eat our lunch with our feet hanging off the edge, you know, a little seat going on. And then, train comes around the corner. And it's probably about as far as this corner is, you know, not a whole lot of warning. We heard it before we saw it, of course. Oh, hey, big old snake skin. Yeah, just random. Anyway, distracted. But that's why the train was so close, is I just had time to pick my stuff up, throw it off the tracks, and then boom, she came by that quick. But that's why an idiot eats on train tracks. Oh, I'm hearing noises. That's a snake that just shed? Oh, that is a snake down there. What do you know? I mean, you can't see it on camera because it's all underneath everything, but yeah, he's right in here. Oh, he's gone. Anyway, yeah, so that's why idiots eat on train tracks, because it's something flat to sit on. It's hard to believe that as well as this is flowing that it would taste like pennies, but I'm going to take everybody's words on it. What's the point of filtering now? I've been carrying this water this long, but you know, it's moving so fast. You know, I don't smell pennies, if you can smell pennies, but no, I'm not going to bother filtering any. I still have 2 liters left, and that should get me all the way if I stretch it. Yeah, I'm going to go as long as I can without filtering water. I think it's only it's like less than 10 miles, pretty sure. You gotta love the boardwalks they put in for us. So convenient. And those fuchsia flowers are back. Oh, if only I could put those in my lapel. They just wouldn't last. Wouldn't last at all. I'm guessing you can take the train here? Is this like a train waiting platform? Like the train comes to a stop right here? I wonder. Seems like a random little place for a train to come to a stop, but what else would this be for? I have made it to Wingdale. Hitched out here, really didn't have a problem hitching. It was pretty nice. Made it to this supermarket. Pretty nice place, man. The people here were so cool. Like, I'm unloading my bag, you know, going to stuff my food into my bag. And I've got they put free food in there. Like, I thought, like, oh shit, there's stuff in here I didn't pay for. And they're like, no, we got it. Do you want some fresh bread? They gave me fresh bread, came out and gave me a bottle of water. Such nice people. Supermarket, you rock. That guy right there just gave me a ride back to the trail. All easy peasy. Turns out he lives right on the trail, so he knows a lot about this thing. So, you know, I gave him my YouTube and all that, so he's gonna look me up and follow me, you know. He wants to do this eventually, so, you know, I don't know if this is the video he should be watching. This is more like how not to hike the AT. This is about how to have a good time while hiking the AT. You know, if he wants to watch how to really do it, he can watch some early riser videos. And you know, that guy knows how to hike. Got this done in what, 100 and something days? I'm on a day 130 something right now, so yeah. But hey, I'm here to have a good time, and I happen to walk. You know, 2 things go hand in hand, it seems. Okay, let's get back on the trail. I need to find somewhere to camp. It's getting late. It says no open fires prohibited along AT in Connecticut. Am I in Connecticut? I thought I was still in New York. I do not remember seeing a Connecticut sign. I mean, I look at my feet a lot, not lately because this is all pretty nice and smooth as far as it goes. But I don't remember seeing a Connecticut sign anywhere. You know, I've missed the past, what is it, like 4 state signs where it tells you going from one state to the next. I did see the New York, New Jersey one because it was painted on the ground and I looked down. And the New Jersey and PA one because it was painted on the ground. But other than that, all the ones that they hang from trees, I'm missing. I wish I could look up more. Like on this trail, yeah, I don't need to look down all the time. I can just glance and walk and look around and do my thing. But the past few states, most of New York's been rocky and technical. The fun kind of rocks, though, I've rather enjoyed it. New York was good to me. It made me a little stronger. PA, we all know how I feel about PA. I don't even need to get into that. There's shark fin looking rocks sticking out of the ground trying to break my ankles everywhere. Whew. I don't think I'm in Connecticut. I don't believe that sign. I think I'm still in New York. No. I guess I'll figure it out. Okay, still, the main thing is I need to find a camp spot. Hopefully the trail stays like this for a while because my dogs are barking. I kind of need this. This is all nice and mellow. This is how hiking should be. The stuff I'm doing is bouldering and rock climbing and mountain climbing. Similar to hiking, but you know, quite different all at the same time. A lot more painful. Check out this beauty. What? I never seen a caterpillar like that. It's got antennas coming out of its back. You're adorable. This is my sweet campsite for the night. There's a privy right there. Rarity campsite. Here I am. And my sweet ass water supply. Huge river. The ground kind of sucks. There's a lot of rocks in it. I can't get all my poles in or my tent stakes in, but I don't think it's supposed to rain tonight, so I'm not worried about that at all. Good enough. It's nice and it's level and it's decently soft. And at least the rocks are a few inches underground, so I don't even notice them other than that. I don't even know if I'm going to eat tonight. I'm just beat. I think I'm just going to filter some water and go to sleep. I'll eat more in the morning.